Hello, welcome back. This is the first turn in a while where we only took provinces. That's nice. I'm sure this is going to change next turn. But for now, we got Research Innovation to 2. Nothing too interesting. We can do webs, I guess. And lightning bolts, sure. I mean, this is a pretty basic lightning attack. I'm going to keep going to get Sleep Cloud. It's probably be pretty good. We're not far off, but we're not doing much research at the moment. As you can see, 20 RP per month in year 2. Good stuff. Spies did nothing. We took back all of the provinces that we tried to. I watched the fort battle, but the others are not very interesting. And to be fair, this one isn't very interesting either, but we do get to see a commander. Yeah, why did I watch this? There's nothing here. Come on. I can enjoy watching my dudes run up onto the palisade walls, I guess. That was fun. That was our god. So we lost 3 things, plus 2 mercenaries. Not too bad. The other battles were just against a few bits and pieces. Didn't actually fight anything substantial. And we also took our first province in his territory, which is something. And the events were quite nice as well. We got 16 water gen from a witch drowned in the well of a village. And in Oaklands we got an additional 100% tax. All good stuff. So that was a nice turn. This turn I'm going to try and threaten Shiniyama a bit. I've got the mercenaries here and I have rebid on Bernard just to 120, which works out as 240 for us. Hopefully we keep him. I wanted to take just some of these provinces. I thought it might be nice to take a province that's adjacent to his cap though. So I'm going to move the mercs into Gent. Gent is threatened by a lot of small armies, but I don't know if he has any reason to defend it specifically. But we'll throw the mercenaries into Gent. And while I'm doing that, I'm moving a lot of stuff to Hibaboche, which is mostly Cynocephalian warriors in the front, longbows behind, a few other bits and pieces in the front. And also bringing a couple of spellcasters as well. It's mostly just monks who are just set to cast whatever. And I've got 2 mages who are going to be casting aim on the longbows. My prophet is also here. The turn after that, if this army is still alive, and we've got stuff in Hippa, I might just move it all onto his cap and see if we can just sit on it and try and suffocate him. He does have different units in these provinces. These aren't the little guys, these are big ninjas with bows, it looks like. These next few fights might not be as easy as the others have been. But the plan is just to threaten his territory a bit. I've also got the troops that just hit Lost Lands. There's quite a lot of stuff here as well. Let's slowly move into the front. And I'm also moving any mage that has at least N2 is also moving to Valgard. Because they'll be casting Sleep Cloud in fights pretty soon. Just realised I have no province defense in Valgard. What can I do to have that? Let's recruit a few less Ictids. Get that up to 5. Okay. Yeah, so we're attacking Gent, moving stuff into Hippa, moving mages and this army forwards. I'm building a fort in Kamia because it's the only province I can really defend at the moment because I'm recruiting Ictids there every turn and it's got 10 province defense. I need to get a fort up somewhere. I'd still like to have a fort in Kamia, Naldego, Ctesiphon, Nicaea, and then be recruiting mages in all of these places so that I can actually catch up on research. But oh well. And these little leftover Ictids are going to move down to Ctesiphon to put a fort there. Eventually. And I'm still recruiting the Cynocephalian warriors. They're such cheap meat shields that I see no reason not to. And that's the turn. So I'm the last person to take my turn, so this is going to roll over immediately. But I think I've done everything I'm going to do. So, thanks for watching. And I'll see you momentarily. Hello, welcome back. 2 battles, 2 events, and a worldwide event. So, first of all, we attacked into Gent with our mercenaries. And there was nothing here. There was one sorcerer, I think, who fled immediately. Other than that, pretty straightforward. That was Gent. This guy, Bakemono sorcerer. He's a big boy. 2 death, 2 earth, 2 fire. And then we also got attacked in Man. The sneakiest of sneak attacks. This is quite a lot of stuff. It's well over 150 troops. But we had 29 province events and some stuff patrolling. Which is fortunate. Let's speed this up. So there we go. So I assume that this guy with his Nature 1 has been casting webs, and that's what all those webs were for. Well, that's where all those webs were coming from. Which is pretty cool. Because there were quite a lot of webs getting laid down in that fight. That's Man. We lost the 2 mounted knights, the 1 infantry knight, and the 2 longbows. But we defended against 156 units. And killed 73 of them. It's unfortunate we didn't kill any commanders, but... I'm not sure how retreating works if you're all stealthy. Do you just stealth retreat into any province? Because if that was a normal attack, all those units would just be dead, right? Because they'd have nowhere to retreat to. But if they're all stealthy, are they just scattered through all my lands now? Let me know in the comments. Actually, don't bother. I'll probably check out after this video and find out. Maybe I'll put the colossal head on the screen and he can tell me.
Everyone is dead.
Events. Mammoth Grove. The spirit was found fettered in the split trunk of an ancient oak. And we extorted her for 9 nature gems. In Kemia, there is a dominion change. Alright. And also the worldwide event was the Throne of Fortune. I didn't check out the thrones that got claimed last turn, did I? Let's see. So the Throne of Fortune was claimed. Dominion gets luck. And produces 2 astral pearls. And also increases luck in the province. Makes sense. And the Iron Throne. 100 resources. Enables the recruitment of the Adept of the Iron Order. Pretty sure I've seen these guys numerous times in the past. Nice little mage. Shame he's old. Good researcher too. Wow. Looks like Uruk got the Iron Throne. So that's the one that's right next to us. So this one. Oh, speaking of neighbours, I should mention that, so I already got a message from Maragnon saying, hey, do you want to attack Ereo, or will you at least let me attack Ereo? And I said yes. And then I also got a message from Ereo saying, hey! I can't remember exactly, I'll put that one up on the screen, but it's like, hey, I want to attack Maragnon. I'm like, well, you're in luck, because he's going to attack you. So that's nice, I hope this happens. Oh, we can see his god. Yeah, so that's the state of the world. In terms of like what's happening this turn, you know, Shinu's quite small. He's moved everything to Shinuyama. So let's also move everything to Shinuyama, why not? We'll see how it goes. We don't have much in the way of sort of high quality infantry troops. We've got a line of pikeneers. Oh, did I rebid on those? Oh, it's Marcatas I haven't bid on. I will need to free up some gold to rebid on the useless Marcatas. 60 sounds good, aren't they like just 30 to begin with? Oh, 15. Okay, so we put it up to like 25. No one's going to bid more than 50 on them, right? I mean, Shinu might to take them from me. I don't know. Okay, so we're moving everything into Shinuyama. We don't have much in the way of high quality infantry troops. We do have lots and lots of these guys who don't have shields or anything. I'm pretty sure these big units are all longbow units. So maybe that'll be bad, I don't know. We've got infantry in the front, we've got big blocks of Sanacephalian warriors behind them. There's the Urguk guys. Marcatas are here. And longbows are here. Everything's quite far forward, as you can see, because I wanted my monks to all be in range to do banishes if we have a lot of undead being summoned. There's only one knight in this battle, but he is set to attack rear. And this, yes, that's why everything's so far forwards, just to make sure that the banishes are in range. Other than that, there's not really much to say, because we still can't really cast much or anything. So it's just a case of, you know, my two mages are going to cast aim. And I've got them, there's one inside this block of longbows, and there's one inside this block of longbows, which also puts them near the Marcato. I thought maybe the Marcato would be quite good with aim, because they're pretty puny and useless, but there are like a lot of them to a square because they're size 1. And the precision starts quite low, so they could use a precision buff. And then they do hit for 7 damage. So if we're aiming all of our longbows and then all of our Marcatos, they might do something. And while they're doing that, we'll have the big line of dog-headed dudes to tank for us, and then hopefully it all goes well. He could also just crush me in this conflict, I don't know, but I think if we can just sit on his cap, then the next few units I recruit can just raid these few provinces, and then maybe we can finally deliver on our plan to just dom kill him. I can preach at my prophet on his cap. Need to take out this temple, and there's another temple over here, unfortunately, but yeah, if we can just take these provinces and trap him in his cap, maybe we can just take all this stuff and build temples, and we'll never actually have to storm the fort. See how it goes, though. I don't think there's much else to say. We've still got this other little army moving over. And they're on move patrol to Valgar, just in case this attacks into it. I put 10 PD in Hippa. Moving a monk back here to pick up more Cynocephalians. A monk moving over here. And haven't started another building yet. Still getting the palisades in Camia. Yeah, I think that's it for this turn. Recruitment is still quite lackluster. Getting one Mother Avalon here. Half of a Mother Avalon here on some longbows. And I'll have a Sage next turn. Maybe it's greedy to be trying to get like infrastructure up at the same time I'm trying to war Chinu. But I am still doing full recruitment, more or less. I'm recruiting stuff in my cap, in the cavern, in Camia as well. I'm still getting these guys. So I don't know, just do what I can. Be a bit awkward to get attacked by Uruk at this point, I think. Looks like he could very easily do that. Yep, but that was turn 17, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. 1 battle and 2 events and a hero. Let's watch the battle. There's all my stuff. There's all his stuff. I thought these guys were going to be archering, but they're up in front. Couple of spellcasters. Lots of bone fiends as well. But these are undead, so not too scary for us. Had a bit of trouble blocking all of these small units, unfortunately. I feel like this might have gone better if we just had more stuff. And also higher quality blockers. Not much I can do about that. So we didn't win. We lost a lot of stuff, but we also killed quite a lot of stuff as well. I think we are slightly worse from this battle, but it's not as one-sided as it looks. We lost 38 of these guys who are 15 gold each. He lost 13 of these guys who are 25 gold each. That kind of is quite similar. We lost 70 of these guys that are 7 gold each. We lost 28 of our longbows. And the rest of the stuff is just mercenaries though. And it's these very cheap mercenaries like Marcators. Pikeneers aren't very interesting. Yeah, the foul spawns are the mercenaries as well. We did manage to kill one of his mages too, although we lost one of our mages. So it's fairly even losses on both sides. I don't know how difficult it is for him to make these things, but he lost almost all of those immediately. Bigger problem is that we lost a lot of commanders and we lost our prophet, which is a bit unfortunate. I think the question is who will find it easier to replenish these forces, and it's quite difficult for me to replenish those forces in that area, which isn't for him because it's right next to his cap. Events, we got 8 gems, and we also got this wonderful event. We got 1,710 gold, a bunch of gems, and a firebrand. So that's really nice. I blew all of that gold this turn on just building forts. It might be stupid, I don't know. But I don't like the fact that I'm so behind on infrastructure. We patrolled out a shaman on my cap, which is something. And then we got a cool commander as well. This is a Cambion national hero. An old mage, half demon, raised by witches. He is Air 2, Water 2, Earth 3, Astral 2, Nature 3. And he's an old man, but he can shapeshift twice. He can shapeshift into a flying unit. And then, perhaps less interestingly, he can shapeshift into a wolf as well. Which I guess gives him snow movement. But yeah, that's a really cool unit to walk around site searching. Because that's what he's going to be doing. I'm going to head to the cave first and do some site searching here. See what we've got. Maybe if I've got gold next time I should put a lab down as well to start recruiting the death mages that we can recruit here. Or do these require a temple as well? Oh. Well, even so. But yeah, he's going to move around doing some site searching. I've started building, the forts that are going up in Kamia. I started building one in Nodego and one in Ctesiphon as well. Because that's quite a lot of gold. I think that's it though. I was going to do another one in Nicaea, but I chickened out. Other than that, I'm just moving forces back towards Hippa. I'm moving out the stuff that's in my cap at the moment. I'm going to stop recruiting the landless knights. I'll use the Sonocephalians as sort of infantry blockers instead. These guys only have map move 10, which is a bit awkward. I'm just going to recruit longbows and knights of man, because these guys can actually move around a bit better. So at the moment, Rihanna's going to take those to Valgard, and the handful of infantry is just led by Gawain into Nicaea, because that's as far as they can go. The stuff currently here in this fort is going to move into Hippa. Some more Sonocephalians are going to move into Hippa. Moving all the monks back as well, since they're useful for banishing. So we'll have all this stuff back in Hippa next turn. So if he rolls out a non-stealth army, we'll fight here again. If not, we'll try and just sit on his cap again. Gotta try and keep the pressure up. He's very small, maybe someone else will start attacking him soon. It's a bit awkward that I need to put everything in one big ball, because what I should be doing is taking these provinces as well, but unfortunately we just lost that fight, so we can't do that. So need to try and keep threatening his capital, I think. So promised events here is also up to 20, and in Valgard it's up to 20 as well, just to hopefully prevent any weird sneak attacks around here. Maybe this will help patrol out stealthers as well. I doubt it, 6 isn't very much, but it might do. And I also bid on Borrek's Burelk's City Guard. I put almost 300 gold on these guys. I don't know what he leads. He looks like a generic commander in the little icon there. So I assume he's leading like militia or something. But whatever, it's more blockers. So we'll move all that stuff to Hippo next turn. My monks are doing a bit of blessing because we don't have the prophet anymore. And I scripted the mages to cast web since it seemed pretty cool when the province defense guy cast it. So whatever, yeah. We'll give it a shot. It's only range 25, I think. So hopefully they're not too far back to use it. I could move them up a block. Yeah, why not? I'll put them in these blocks instead. And next turn we should have Sleep Cloud as well, which would be a bit better, I think. Got 97 on research. We'll roll out some more of these nature mages then, I think. Depends how well this goes. If we lose another fight, I think it becomes a bit awkward because this is everything I've got now. So, yeah, that's it for this turn. So thanks for watching. I did send a message to Uruk, and I said, "Hey, are we friendly? We cool?" And he said, "Yep, sure." So hopefully that stays fine as well. So that was turn 18. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.